Fuck, it just dropped. I'm recording this to say some shit been on my mind. I want to get it off before I rest. I have been living my parents' reality for way too long. And I have healed from that. And I want to tell people, I want to show people that you can too. But I want to show people that they're not living their lives. You know, they're living someone else's life. Or else, it's either they're living someone else's life or they're living their life based on traumas, you know? So let me give you a good example. You see, when I was a child, all I wanted to do was to make a good living space for my mother, you know? I seen the pain and the suffering that she have dealt with. So I'm like, okay, so when I get older, I'm gonna make sure that she does not deal with this stuff no more, you know? And I never truly got to sit with myself and ask myself, oh, how do I want to live life, you know? How do I want to approach life? How do I want to exist in this realm? And I was lost. I didn't know. I didn't know what kind of lifestyle I wanted to live because I was too caught up on, oh, I have to build a good family. I have to make sure my siblings are all right. I have to make sure that, well, most of the time our parents, like, groom us to live the lifestyle that they want us to live. You know, as children, like, even the parents I see now, I think it's slowly changing, you know, these new age parents, but like, they don't allow the child to develop their own personality and their own character, you know. They install the lifestyle that they wanted to live but wasn't able to live onto the child. And that child ended up growing up not living a life that they was born to live. They end up living a life that their parents wanted to live but wasn't able to live, you know? Don't let this go over your head. But yeah. So for the past 20, I'm gonna be 25 soon. So for 25 years, I have not figured out what type of life I was born to live, you know? And that goes back to the fact that every individual is a soul. Every individual that comes to earth by themselves with a plan, with a contract, with God on how to live or what they wanted to do in this lifetime, you know? But that gets cut off. That gets blocked off by the fact that our parents raise us the way they want us to live. Instead of just observing our characteristics and allowing us to build those. Instead of that, they push the characteristics that they wish they was living. So it's like all my life, I think I've been reprogramming. I've been fighting my parents' lifestyle. Like, let me another example. I can just go on forever, but another example is like, so my parents are Muslim, right? So I was born into a Muslim family, and that automatically made me a Muslim, right? But how did I know that it was Islam that I was supposed to practice and not Christianity or not Buddhism or not whatever else religion is out there? But just the simple fact that my parents were Islam, I embody that energy and I carry that energy with me, thinking that this is my religion. So it's that simple, but it's that complex because it goes on to, it can go like it goes wide. Just that concept alone goes a far way. Um, like it could be in school. It could be school type of shit. Let me give you another example in the school aspect. Uh, your parents didn't finish school, so they forced on you to have good education and try to get you into college and get you a good job. But was that really what you wanted to do? What about if you wanted to? What about if you wanted to start a business at a young age and just continue like making money that way, instead of going to school? Or what about if you just wanted to be a farmer or it could be anything. But just the simple fact that our parents raised us the way how they wanted to raise us instead of allowing us to uh, grow and build our own self on how we was born to live is fucked up. So I mean, I get on social media, I just look around and shit, and then I just be seeing people, like, I see their potentials, and I mean, me too, I be seeing my potential, but I, I'm so caught up on that lifestyle our parents wanted us to live that I don't get to explore my potentials. Like, what about if I wanted to be an artist, but my parent was like, oh, you gotta go to be a lawyer, you gotta go to be a doctor, that's the best thing. Because they wanted to be a doctor or they wanted to be a lawyer. So is these mental, I don't want to say traumas because some are traumas, but some are not traumas. Some are just programs. So it's these mental programs and traumas that keeps us away from truly tapping into why we were born, instead of just living. Cause I don't know if this makes sense. Like if this makes sense, I hope it makes sense. Cause I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. But like we're not living. Many of us are not living our purpose. Many of us are not living the potential that we have. Cause it's cut off by by society, by parents, by friends, by school, by a lot of stuff, and we don't even know what we're supposed to be doing on earth, and we pretend like we're happy living a lifestyle that we know damn well it doesn't fit us, you know? Like, if you're not living your purpose, if you're not living why, if you're not living the reason why you was born, then you're just living someone else's life. And that sucks, you know. That's horrible, because me, 25 years old, I've been living my parents' lives, you know. Like, I told myself that, oh, I'm here to uh I'm here to build a legacy. I'm here to take care of my families, but that could be completely wrong, you know. I could be I could be an individual that wants to just, as a child, I wanted to see cultures. I wanted to see different cultures, right? I wanted to see different cultures and bring these cultures together and understand what makes these all of these cultures the same, because I understood that we're all one race. But the simple fact that there is different cultures is what divides us. So as a child, I wanted to just go experience each culture individually and then figure out what is the common ground, you know. But as I got in, this was like when I was 7 years old and all of that. But when I got a little older, that desire started changing, because my parents wanted to see the wanted to see like they wanted to see the family grow, you know, meaning that I came from Africa. Purpose of us coming to America was to build generational wealth and get out the old ways, you know. But that's what my parents wanted. That's not what I wanted. But I ended up sticking to that idea and living my life based on that idea. I'm supposed to do this, do that, do that, you know? So, yeah, I could keep going on and on, but just tap into yourself, tap into your true power, tap into your true nature, because I guarantee the lifestyle you're living right now is nothing compared to the lifestyle that you and God have planned for you to live in this lifetime, you know? So I'm just a walking example of a child that was programmed into a lifestyle that his parents wanted to live. But not just my parents though. Society had a big role in it. Like, I see how society lived, or I watch, like, I think I'm like more of a social media baby, you know. Like, if you're around my age, you kind of grew up on social media, watching celebrities and how they lived, and that you kind of want to live that lifestyle. You know, they kind of programmed you into wanting to live that lifestyle, and then you forget what you wanted to live for real. And so all I see is just walking purposeless walking individuals, you know. And I could say that because I was once that, and I'm stepping away from that to find my purpose. So I ask you to find your purpose, live your purpose, and embody your purpose, because if you don't, then you're just living for no reason. You know, you're living someone else's life, and what fun is that? And there was another thing. Someone, I don't know who. Someone I watch a lot of stuff. So there was like the thing that is gonna bring most, the thing that's gonna bring fulfillment, the most fulfillment in your life, the most happiness and peacefulness in your life has nothing to do with money. So if you remove money out the picture, are you doing something that you love, or are you doing it just because of the money? You know, and you found a way to enjoy that thing that you're doing for the money, you know? If that makes sense, that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But yeah, so your true purpose, your true destiny on this earth has nothing to do with money. It's something that you're willing to do on your free time just because you enjoyed it that much. And if you're not, and if you're doing something because of money and you're enjoying it, that's cool, but that's not, you're not embodying your destiny, you know? You're just, you just found a way to enjoy a purposeless lifestyle. Let's say that. And it's sad because you will, if you continue doing that, you will never get to truly, like you will just feel emptiness, you know, like there's still gonna be this emptiness, that this void, this emptiness that you do not know where is gonna fill it up, you know. And that's the fact that you're not living your purpose. And your purpose have nothing to do with money. Your purpose is what you love to do without money. But here's the catch, though. This is what they also said. It was like, once you start doing that thing that you love to do without worrying about money, that's when true abundance come in, you know. So me, like, I love sharing knowledge. I love sharing my wisdom, right? And I love to talk. I love to talk so much. And I can just talk all day. And I love to do it. And I'm not worried about if I'm getting paid for it or not. I just do it because I enjoy doing it. And now, in me doing this, abundance will come to me, you know? But for instance, let's say this, my job, I work in a gas station. I'm finding a way to enjoy that job, but there I still feel empty because it's something that I do not, it's something that I'm doing it for the cost of money, you know? And when I'm there, there's still an emptiness because I'm not doing what I love to do. So yeah, my point for this video is find your purpose, find what is it that you love to do without money being involved, you know? And whatever thing that is your destiny, that is your passion, that is what you're here to do on this lifetime. So yeah, I'll leave as I come. Peace.